Hello friends, in last lecture we were solving question related to the factorization based on the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So let us continue with the same. So the very first question that I am taking from page 137, example number 47. Example number 47. Okay, question is find the product. Okay, we have to find the product. Find the product. Expression is 2x minus y plus 3z. Okay, here I am writing that is 2x plus y minus 3z. Okay, it is minus y plus 3z, doesn't matter, make it minus plus 3z, and in the second bracket it is given 4x square plus y square, 4x square plus y square plus 9z square minus not plus 2xy plus 3yz minus 6xz. Okay, this is the expression and we have to find the product. So that is very clear, we are not going to find the product just by multiplying terms to terms. Definitely we have to observe that which particular identity we can apply over here to make our work easier. Using the identity we have to find the product. So see, if you see the two brackets and there is only one identity in which there are two brackets, and in first bracket there are three terms and in the second bracket there are six terms. There is only one identity like that containing two brackets, and the first bracket contains three terms, second bracket contains six terms, and that identity, if you remember, is a plus b plus c, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. And this, if this happens, definitely first of all we have to check whether the given expressions are in this format or not. But if they are in that format, then answer will be this: a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. It means we have to check whether the given expression is in this format or not, and that will start with this a plus b plus c. That is given directly. That means we do write the given expression in that format. We do write in the form of a plus b plus c, then a square plus b square plus c square, and so on. So we'll start. First of all, definitely I do write the expression itself. Okay, now this is a, b and c, but I have to write that in terms of a plus b plus c. So I do write this as a plus b plus c. Okay, why I wrote in this way? So now I can say a is 2x, b is minus y, and c is 3z. Okay, now in next bracket I should definitely get a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus c. Then only I can say this fits in the identity. So here, see, I won't write these terms, that term that I am going to write according to this. I do write according to this. So as I am considering a is 2x, so it should be a square over here. Then it should be b square over here. Then it should be c square over here. Then next it should be minus of a into b. That is, it should be minus of 2x into minus y. Then minus of minus y into 3z, and then minus of 3z into 2x. Okay, these six terms, if these six terms are equal to these six terms, then definitely this we got the identity. So let us see, 2x whole square, yes, it is 4x square. Y square, minus y square is y square. 3z whole square is 9z square. Minus of 2x minus y, that is plus 2xy. Yes, we have plus 2xy. minus of minus y into 3z, that is plus 3yz. Yes, plus 3yz. Here minus 6xz. Yes, minus 6z. That means this gets fits in the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So here I do get a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3 into a into b into c. Okay, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3 into a is 2x, b is minus y, and c is 3z. So that is almost my answer. Now 2x whole cube is 8x cube, minus y whole cube is minus y cube, plus 27z cube. Now minus minus, definitely we will get xyz, and what about the number, that is 18xyz. So this is the product of these two terms. So I hope this is clear to you. Again I am repeating one thing, whenever it is asked to find the product, in 99.99% cases you have to identify that which identity we can apply to find the product. It is not that we have to find the product by multiplying terms to term. Okay, so note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question that I am taking from page number 138, example 49. Okay, page number 138, example number 49, and here we have to factorize the given expression. Factorize p cube q minus r whole cube. Okay, p cube q minus r whole cube plus q cube r minus p whole cube, q cube r minus p whole cube plus r cube p minus q whole cube, r cube p minus q whole cube. Okay, so very first thing that should come in your mind, these are the perfect cubes, isn't it? This is a perfect cube, this is also perfect cube, this is also perfect cube. That is the first thing. Second thing, they are adding the cubes of three terms, and whenever there is a expression in which we find something like this, that means sum of the cubes of three terms. Okay, three things there should be. There should be the addition, there should be all three terms in perfect cube. Okay, terms should be in cubes as well as addition, and there should be three numbers or three quantities. Okay, all three things are over here. There is a cube, this is a perfect cube, this is also perfect cube, this is also perfect cube, as well as we are adding. Also there are three terms. So now when we have to find the factors of this type of terms, and we have this, so we have the identity like this. a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to whatever. Now there is one conditional identity which says that a cube plus b cube plus c cube will be equal to 3abc. In a particular condition, the sum of the cubes of three quantities becomes this, that is 3abc. If what? If this a plus b plus c becomes 0, whatever over here, if I make this quantity 0, definitely this whole right side will become 0, and this, when minus 3abc comes on the right hand side, this will become 3abc. That we also saw in our identity sections, isn't it? This is called the conditional identity. That means if the sum of the cubes of three quantities, sum of the three quantities will be equal to 3abc if the sum of the quantity is equal to 0. If a plus b plus c equal to 0. So whenever you find a question in which you have to find the factors and the terms are in the perfect cube, so first of all do check whether the sum of those three quantities is equal to 0 or not. So now I will give you the solution of this stepwise. So here I have p cube q minus r whole cube plus q cube r minus p whole cube plus r cube p minus q whole cube. Now first of all I do write these these terms in the form of perfect cube. Still, if you have doubt that how we can write them in a perfect cube, so concentrate over here. Say this, I can write p into q minus r whole cube, isn't it? Here actually you can say I apply the one of the law of the exponent. This x raised to n into y raised to n is equal to xy raised to n. So this p raised to 3 and q minus r raised to 3. So p into q minus r raised to 3. Similarly over here I can write q into r minus p raised to 3. And over here I can write r multiplied by p minus q raised to 3. Okay, cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now, however, it is perfect cube, but over here there is a bracket, so I'll take one more step. Here I do multiply this pq minus pr. Okay, or let it be like that only. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now definitely before I proceed further, I do check whether the sum of this a, this b and this c is 0 or not. So let us see how to solve this. Now let p q minus r is equal to a, q r minus p is equal to b, and r p minus q is equal to c. Now we do find a plus b plus c. Now a plus b plus c is equal to p q minus r plus q r minus p plus r p minus q. Therefore a plus b plus c is equal to, now this is pq minus pr plus qr minus pq plus pr minus qr. Therefore a plus b plus c is equal to minus pr plus qr minus qr minus pq plus pq is equal to 0. So here actually this term plus this term plus this term is equal to 0. That means here we can say actually we have a plus b plus c equal to 0, and whenever sum of three quantities equal to 0, I can write, therefore I can write a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. Now I'll put the values of abc. A is p q minus r whole cube plus b is q r minus p whole cube plus C is R P minus Q whole cube is equal to 3ABC, that is 3 into P Q minus R into Q R minus P into R P minus Q. Okay, simply what I did, I kept the values of A, B, C once again. Here it is A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3ABC. Why this? Because A plus B plus C equal to 0. So I kept the values of this. So actually I can say this is my answer, but definitely one step is more that I have to write. Just I will multiply them. But first of all, note it down up to this point. Okay, so last step is left that I'm writing over here. Okay, therefore now when I open the bracket I do get P cube, Q minus R cube. Actually after this I'm writing this left hand side expression in the original form. Okay, so this is equal to, now over here 3 into P into Q into R, so I do write 3PQR as well as P minus Q, Q minus R, R minus P. So these are the factors of the given expression, 3PQR, P minus Q minus into Q minus R into R minus P. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now we'll see the next question. Example number 50. No, example number 52. Page number 138, example number 52. Find the value of, question is find the value of x minus a whole cube plus x minus b whole cube plus x minus c whole cube. Okay, x minus a whole cube plus x minus b whole cube plus x minus c whole cube minus 3 minus 3 x minus a, x minus b, x minus c, when there is a condition when a plus b plus c is equal, when a plus b plus c is equal to 3x. Okay, when a plus b plus c is equal to 3x, then we have to find the value of this expression. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. See, again over here we have sum of cubes of three quantities. So the identity that should come in here in our mind is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So let us see, here we have a plus b plus c is equal to 3x. Therefore I can write 3x is equal to a plus b plus c, and hence I can write x plus x is equal to a plus b plus c, isn't it? And hence I can write x minus a plus x minus b plus x minus c is equal to 0. Yes. What I did, I wrote this 3x in form of x plus x plus x, and with each x I took a, b and c separately. So x minus a plus x minus b plus x minus c equal to 0. Now for a while, if I say this is a, this is b, this is c, so can I say a plus b plus c equal to 0? Whenever I have a plus b plus c equal to 0, I can say a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3a b c, isn't it? Because sum of these three terms is 0, I can write sum of cubes of these three terms is equal to 3 times multiplied by these three terms. Now see over here, what we have to find this only. Just I have to take this right side terms on the left hand side. So x plus a whole cube plus x minus b whole cube plus x minus c whole cube minus 3 x minus a, x minus b, x minus c is equal to 0. So this is our answer. Yes, observe carefully, they are asking the value of this expression only, isn't it? X minus a whole cube, x minus a whole cube, x minus b whole cube plus x minus b whole cube plus x minus c whole cube plus x minus c whole cube minus 3 into x minus a, x minus b, x minus c. Here again we have the same thing. So their value is, its value is equal to 0. So please note it down. Okay, now let us see the next question. That is example number 53 from same page number. Okay, question is find the value of x cube minus 8y cube. Find the value of x cube minus 8y cube minus 36xy minus 216, minus 36xy minus 216, and the condition is given if x equal to 2y plus 6, when x is equal to 2y plus 6. Now very first thing that comes in our mind, that we'll put the value of x over here as well as over here, and then by simplification we'll get the answer. Definitely you will get the answer. But again over here I can find cube of 3. A cube, this is exactly cube, this is also exact cube. So that gives me the idea that here definitely it is possible to use that identity. So here it is given x plus 2y is equal to x is equal to 2y plus 6. So we'll start with that, x equal to 2y plus 6. Therefore I can write this, or I can write this, x plus minus of 2y plus minus of 6 is equal to 0, isn't it? That is a plus b plus c equal to 0, isn't it? And we know whenever sum of three quantities is equal to 0, then sum of their cubes is equal to 3 times the product of those three terms, isn't it? Here as I got a plus b plus c equal to 0, so a cube plus b cube plus c cube should be equal to 3 into a into b into c, that is 3 into a into b into c. Therefore x cube minus 8y cube minus 216 is equal to 36xy, isn't it? 3 to the 6, 6 into 6, 36, x into y minus minus plus. Now what we have to find, we have to find the value of x cube, yes, then minus 8y cube, yes, then minus 36xy, that means this 36xy if I take over here, this will become minus 36xy, then minus 216. So now all terms are on the left hand side, so right hand becomes 0. So we have to find the value of this, that is equal to 0. So please note it down, then we will see the next question. Okay, now we'll see the next question, that is from page number 139, example 55. Next example, page 55 from page number 139. If A, B, C are all non-zero and A plus B plus C equal to 0, prove that. Okay, if A, B, C are all non-zero, are all non-zero, and A plus B plus C equal to 0, and A plus B plus C is equal to 0, prove that then you have to prove that A square upon BC plus B square upon AC plus C square upon AB is equal to 3. Now here they are asking to prove. It can be also said that then find the value of A square upon BC plus B square upon AC plus C square upon AB. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. See, the expression given is A square upon BC plus B square upon AC plus C square upon AB. That its value we have to find, or in other words we can say we have to prove that value of this expression is 3. So as we have to prove, we will start either from left hand side or from right hand side. So I started from left hand side. Now by simplifying this, I need to prove that is equal to 3. The condition given is A plus B plus C equal to 0. Now whenever you get A plus B plus C equal to 0, the first thing that should come in your mind, that if A plus B plus C equal to 0, then A cube plus B cube plus C cube can be written as 3ABC. But right now we can't see any A cube, B cube and C cube in the given expression. Now definitely, as these are three expressions, these are three fractions, we have to add them, and to add we have to make the denominator same. So to make the denominator same, here it is BC. If I multiply with A in the denominator, then it will become ABC. Here if I multiply with B, then this again become ABC, and here if I multiply with C, this again become ABC. That means over here I need to multiply by A in numerator and denominator, here I need to multiply by B in numerator and denominator, and over here I need to multiply it by C in numerator and denominator. Then all three denominators becomes same. So this will become A square into A upon BC into A plus B square into B upon AC into B plus C square into C upon AB into C. So now here I do get A cube upon ABC, isn't it? A cube upon ABC plus B cube upon ABC plus C cube upon ABC. Now all three denominators are same, so it's when the denominators are same, it is easy to add the fractions. So further I do get here in the denominator ABC, and the numerator I will get A cube plus B cube plus C cube. Now here A cube plus B cube plus C cube we got in the given expression, and we know this A cube plus B cube plus C cube will be equal to 3ABC because A plus B plus C is 0. Okay, so let us see how to solve it further. Here therefore I will write LHS is equal to, okay, I am rewriting the last step over here. Now at the place of A cube plus B cube plus C cube, I do write 3ABC over here upon ABC, not 3ABC, upon ABC. So this ABC will cancel out with this ABC, and I'll get 3, which is equal to RHS. So here I can say LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. Okay. Okay. Okay, so please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay, so now next question we will see, that is example number 56, page number 139. Example number 56, page number 139. Okay, so it says if x raised to 1 by 3 plus y raised to 1 by 3 plus z raised to 1 by 3. If x raised to 1 by 3 plus y raised to 1 by 3 plus z raised to 1 by 3 is equal to 0, then show that x plus y plus z whole cube, then show that or prove that x plus y plus z whole cube minus 27xyz minus 27xyz is equal to 0. Okay, so what we have to prove, that x plus y plus z whole cube minus 27xyz equal to 0. Now again the very first thing that is coming in my mind, and I hope also that is coming in your mind, that here sum of three quantities is 0. Don't get bothered about 1 by 3. Just first quantity plus second quantity plus third quantity is equal to 0. So that gives us the, we can start from this. Definitely whenever it is question to prove that, we should either start from left hand side or right hand side. But there is one more way. We can start with the given condition and then we can prove whatever they are asking to prove. So here we have x raised to 1 by 3 plus y raised to 1 by 3 plus z raised to 1 by 3 equal to 0. So here I can say actually I have a plus b plus c equal to 0, and whenever I have a plus b plus c equal to 0, I can write a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. So here I can write therefore a cube, that is cube of this, plus b cube, that is cube of this, plus c cube, that is of this, is equal to 3abc. 3 into a into b into c. Okay, again let me explain you. Sum of three quantities is 0. This I am considering is a, this is b, this is c. So whenever a plus b plus c equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3 into a into b into c. Now let us simplify this further. Now this is, if I apply the power law, this is 1 by 3 into 3. However, I can cut them directly, but for your better understanding, I am including this step in the solution. Otherwise, that was not that much required. Now, over here, see, we have a law, that is x raised to m into y raised to m can be written as xy raised to m, or this is for two terms. Even though if we have n terms, that means if we have a raised to m into b raised to m into c raised to m dot 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 up to z raised to m, then we can write a into b into c dot 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 up to z raised to m. That means we can multiply all the terms and we can give them common power if they have the common power and if they are in the multiplication. So this thing I can apply over here. Here three terms x, y and z have the same power, so I do write 3 x, y, z raised to 1 by 3. Now over here 3 and 3 will cancel out, so I do get x. Similarly over here, by cancelling them, I'll get y, and here I do get z, is equal to 3 multiplied by x, y, z raised to 1 by 3. Okay, now next thing, still we didn't got the answer. Now see over here, what they are saying, x plus y plus z whole cube. Okay, and over here we have only x plus y plus z. So now if you make its cube, so definitely when we have to make cube of this, I have to make cube of the right hand side as well. Let us see what happened by doing so. So x plus y plus z whole cube is equal to 3xyz. Okay, here I should write in this way, and here it is 3, and here I do multiply by or power 3. So on the left hand side I do get same thing, there isn't any change, but yes, over here if I apply this 3 power over here, this will become 3 cube, that is 27. Okay, and this 3 and 3 will cancel out, so I will get 27xyz. Now see, this 27xyz, in this step this is on the right hand side, but what we prove over there, it is on the left hand side. So now take it on left hand side. So therefore x plus y plus z whole cube minus 27 xyz is equal to 0, hence prove. Okay, they asked to prove this thing only, isn't it? X plus y plus z whole cube minus 27 xyz is equal to 0. So I hope this is clear to you. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see next example, example 57, page 139. Page number 139, example number 57. Okay, question is, if AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0, if AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0, then you have to find the value of, then you have to show that what you have to show, 1 upon A square minus C, 1 upon A square minus BC plus 1 upon B square minus AC plus 1 upon C square minus AB is equal to, might be 0, yes, is equal to 0. A square minus BC, B square minus C square minus AB. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. Now again, over here sum of three quantities is equal to 0. That means, see, whenever we find the sum of three quantities 0, we can write cube of those three times three quantities. That is, this plus this plus this is equal to 3 times AB into BC into CA. But if you observe the expression that is given on the left hand side of this has no cube, that means definitely that statement is correct, but over here this statement won't help us to prove what we want to prove. So we have to think in another way. So let us start from LHS. Okay, here it is given AB plus BC plus CA equal to 0 and this. Okay, so okay, here we have BC, here we have AC, and here we have AB. Okay, this we have AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0. So if I simplify this, so from here I can say, therefore, see, here I have BC. If I want to replace this BC, or if I want to get the value of this BC, can I write this BC is equal to minus AB minus CA, isn't it? Or therefore I can write BC equal to minus of AB plus CA, isn't it? We can write this. Also again, okay, as I got the value of BC from this expression, here I have AC as well as over here I have expression AB. So we'll find the value of AC as well as I will find the value of AB from the same expression, and then I will put over here. Okay, so again AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0. So from this expression here I do write the value of AC. So AC or CA is equal to minus of AB minus of BC, isn't it? Therefore I can write AC is equal to minus of AB plus BC. Again AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0. Now this time I'll get the value of AB from the expression. Therefore I can write AB is equal to minus of BC minus of CA. That is, AB is equal to, if I take minus sign common, BC plus CA. Now what I have to do, I'll start from the left hand side and I'll put the value of BC, AC and AB that I obtain over here in that expression. Okay, so for that I'm writing BC over here, BC equal to minus of AB plus CA, and this I'm removing. Okay, now I'll put the values in the left hand side of the expression. Okay, now left hand side is equal to 1 upon A square minus BC plus 1 upon B square minus AC plus 1 upon C square minus AB. The next step that I have to do, I'll put the value of this BC, AC and AB over this expression. Therefore I do write LHS is equal to 1 upon. Now A square as it is minus as it is. At the place of BC I do write this minus of AB plus CA. AB plus CA. Okay, plus B square minus, at the place of AC I do put AB plus BC, minus of AB plus BC, AB plus BC, 1 upon, plus third term I am writing over here, 1 upon C square minus, at the place of AB I will put BC plus CA, minus of BC minus of BC plus CA. Okay, therefore left hand side is equal to, now this minus minus become plus, this minus minus become plus, this minus minus becomes plus. So here I do get 1 upon, now A square plus AB plus CA plus 1 upon B square plus AB plus BC plus 1 upon C square plus BC plus CA. I hope this is clear to you, but before I move ahead, let me explain you once again. This is a given expression. Now what I did, I just kept the value of BC, AC and AB that I obtained over here. Okay, BC was equal to minus of AB minus of CA, so that I kept over here minus of AB plus CA. This minus minus become plus, so this will become A square plus AB plus CA. Similarly over here I did the same thing, B square, at the place of AC I kept minus of AB plus BC here. AC is equal to minus of AB plus BC, that I kept over here. So this minus minus become plus, so I got this. Similarly 1 upon C square, at the place of AB I kept this minus of BC plus C, so I got this. Now what to do next? Now if you again observe carefully, these three terms contain A, these three terms contains B, and these three terms contains C, isn't it? A square contains A, AB contains A, AC contains A. Similarly, B square has one B in this, AB has one B in this, BC also has B. Similarly, these three have C. So now from these three terms I can take A common. So here I can write LHS is equal to 1 upon A. When I take A common, I will get A plus B plus C over here, plus, now 1 upon, now from these three I can take B common. When I take B common, I do get B plus A plus C. That means in the bracket here I got A plus B plus C, here again I got A plus B plus C, only the order is changed. And over here again when I take C common, I will get C plus B plus A, that is A plus B plus C. Okay, so I hope up to this point it is clear to you. So note it down up to this point, then I will give you further step. Now let me explain you what next I am going to do. See, now this is 1 upon A plus B plus C. Here again I have 1 upon A plus B plus C. Here again I have 1 upon A plus B plus C. So I will take 1 upon A plus B plus C common. Okay, so before I write that step, in this step I do write A plus B plus C in the order in all three steps. Okay, so in this, however, this step is not that much necessary, but if you do write this, that gives the better understanding. Okay, so now up to this point note it down, then we'll see the next step. Okay, so now let us see how to solve it further. Okay, so here LHS is equal to, now 1 upon A plus B plus C has been taken common from all three terms. Okay, and when I do so, what I will get in the bracket? 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C. Here I do get 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C. So here this will remain same, A plus B plus C as it is. Over here I have to take LCM, that will be ABC. And when I take LCM as ABC, here I do get BC plus AC plus AB. Okay, so 1 upon A plus B plus C multiplied by over here. If I write them in the order, that is AB plus BC plus CA upon ABC. Now this is almost an, whether you observed or not, this AB plus BC plus CA that is written in the numerator is actually equal to 0, isn't it? This is given equal to 0. So 0 upon ABC. That means 0 multiplied by anything. So here I do write LHS is equal to 0. Therefore LHS is equal to RHS. Hence proved. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, so note it down. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, but let me explain you from this term once again, this step. I took this 1 upon A plus B plus C common. So here I left with 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C. LCM is ABC. Okay. When I take LCM ABC, here I'll get BC, here I will get AC, here I will get AP. Now BC plus AC plus AB, that's the same quantity, but still I included one step so that I do write them in the order. AB plus BC plus C, and its value is 0. Here you can write in bracket given AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 0. So 0 into anything definitely will 0. So left hand side equal to right hand side, hence proved. Okay, now take your homework for this lecture. Page number 137 to 140. examples 46 to 59. 46 to 59. Okay, that is your homework for this lecture. Okay, please note it down. Okay, so that is all about this lecture. Now we'll meet in next lecture. Till then, bye. Thank you.